Alright guys, so this is what I've got going on. Essentially it's just some cardboard boxes. This is just a regular cardboard. This one here, although it looks normal here, this is actually for a carboy, and it's double layered cardboard on each side. So there's as you can see, there's an inner liner. And then we have a large thick cardboard box at the back, and I'm just going to use this for essentially penetration testing. I'll secure it down more, and I'm going to put the wrist rocket style slingshot, the pocket shot, and my TheraBand gold slingshot through this, as well as testing out the whisker biscuit with the pocket shot with some arrows against my Samick Journey bow. So let's see how it goes. Alright guys, and for my ammo I'm using 3/8 inch steel ball. These are TrueMark, this is the model SA 375. First thing I'm going to try is this old wrist rocket. So this is the style you'd buy at Walmart. I've seen them black handle, red handle. This is actually TrueMark, same brand as the ammunition. Doesn't show a model number or anything on there. It's just a TrueMark. That'll focus or not. There we go. Well, I guess you can put ammo on the base of this thing. So we're going to use that, just the tubular style elastic band, as our first shot. Now I'm going to be back, probably 20 feet. Start from there and see if we get any penetration with the steel ball. Alright, so we've got an entrance hole here in the first one. Exit in the first one. Entrance in the second. So it appears to have entered the second box, but only passed through the first layer. I'll haul this layer out. It looks like it made a dent in the second layer, but I don't think it actually entered the box at all. It dented it pretty good, but I think it was actually stopped. Wasn't allowed to get enough gap in there to actually enter the box. If the second layer wasn't in there, I'm sure it would have. But so through and through on the first box, and damage into the second is the answer for that one. Alright guys, for the next shot I'm going to use my Handmade slingshot with the double TheraBand gold band set on it. This is a non-tapered band set. Same ammunition. Alright, so we've got entry into the first box. Started to exit the second box, punched into the second box, same as the last one. Did really no more damage, but I can show you why. I think I might have to retest this. This box still has its packaging in it. And as you can see, a piece of bubble wrap stopped that BB, or steel ball. So I'm actually going to strip this box and do both of those shots over again. Alright guys, so I'm going to try the wrist rocket again. No, I see nothing wrong with having stuffing in there. The problem is consistency. I hit something this time that I may not have hit last time, so I want to make sure I'm getting the same consistent detail going through each time. Now, of course, this is no scientific testing, guys. I'm not doing 50 shots and taking an average or anything like that. I'm just taking a couple shots just to see kind of my backyard real world scenario here, what kind of penetration we get. I'm not dealing with ballistics gel or numbers or velocities or anything like that. Just like for like ammo, like for like target, and different methods of propelling the ammo. So we'll try this over again and see what we get. Okay, so we're through the first box, through the second box, and we are embedded into the third box. I'd say realistically they get through 3 layers of cardboard, stopped by the fourth, which is sandwiched on the third. Leave that steel ball right where it is, and we'll try with my TheraBand Gold slingshot. Okay, so this is Handmade slingshot, double TheraBand Gold band set. Sounded like it hit harder. There's my entry. There's my exit hole. And the second box. That definitely hit harder. I actually have a dent in the back piece of cardboard here. I have an entry here. Exit through the interior panel. Entry here. And it came all the way out and left itself lodged in the back side. So that's an extra 3 layers over top of what the wrist rocket did. Now we're going to try the pocket shot. This is the black rubber set, or whatever you want to call it, pouch. I'll try the blue one as well. Cancel that. What that actually did was deflected off of the edge here and went through 5 layers. So I'm going to take another shot. We'll try to aim a little bit lower. Good. So that one I definitely hit lower. I hit right here. Straight through. Straight through again. I hit here. Straight through the cardboard. I'm going to try the blue pouch. Okay guys, I've got the blue pouch on. I'm going to give it a go. Missed. I'll try again. I heard that hit the trees, so it went through here. Alright, pretty obvious what that one did. I've got this that I use for my throwing knives and my tomahawk on a steel pedestal, and I heard it hit off of that, so I know I put it in here, straight through the back, in through the center here, obviously through, and right through the center, and into the steel post. Got some power. My original plan was to do arrows through this same setup, but there's no way I'm not going to blow through this setup with my bow. And I think the pocket shot will probably do it too, so I'm going to pause the video for a second and come back with a better target. Alright guys, so this is my old end-of-life archery target. As you can see, it's got lots of use out of it. It's just a homemade target with a feed bag. So I usually come through and punch in the back out of it. I'm going to hit it side on. See what we get. Alright guys, so this is my old junk archery target. I gotta get myself a new one. I'm actually looking at testing a crossbow soon, so it's gonna have to be something a little more substantial than this. But for right now, this should do. I'm going to hit it first with my Handmade Journey. It's a known for me. I do know what it's going to do. And so what I'll do then is leave that arrow in the target, and we will compare with the red pouch on the pocket shot. I have the archery pouches. I'll show you that after I take the shot, and we'll see what kind of penetration difference there is. Alright guys, so we have the caps for the arrows here. Goes over the nock. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I guess gives you something better to grab onto. I have the red pouch on the pocket shot, and I have the whisker biscuit. Put that on there. As I said, my first shot is going to be with the Handmade Journey, and then I will take a second shot with the pocket shot. Alright, first shot with a 50-pound Handmade Journey. And now we're going to try the pocket shot. I'm going to try that again. Just by a mile. It wasn't going very fast though. Again, for comparison, this is the 50-pound Handmade Journey. I'm going to go find that arrow. Try one more time with the pocket shot. One more shot. Alright, last shot with the pocket shot with the red arrow pouch. Okay, I'm going to move forward an extra 5 feet over where I was shooting the journey. Right back to hit the target. Again. I hit it with my first shot, but it really was really lackluster. Didn't even enter the sack. Okay. There. So I'm 5 feet closer. Nowhere near the penetration. Lucky to be sticking in the bag, although this didn't get that much that second shot either, but just got the fat boy tip in the burlap sack there. It wasn't very spectacular. So that's a little field testing with the pocket shot. This is the main thing I'm trying to kind of gather some data on, or some opinion on. I'll get it, like I said, tabletop before I really talk in depth about it. But so far, I definitely feel it's got substantially more velocity than any of the slingshot variety, but much less than a decent bow. Maybe I should have tested it against my wife's 30-pound Sage, but I want something that I'm going to be using. So anyway, I'm going to stop the video here and we'll head inside and talk about it. All right, guys. This is the pocket shot. As you can see, it's set up for archery right now. I was using my gold tips, same thing I use for my bow, except with the pocket shot end cap. Get to focus on that for you. There we go. With the pocket shot end cap. Now it came with an orange one, came with a couple black ones. These ones aren't really labeled, just black caps. So first things first, as long as I have it set up for archery here, we got 3 archery pouches. These are the red ones. They're longer to accommodate an arrow. And I think they're a waste of money. Now I say that, you got to remember, I guess I'm not comparing apples and apples here. It's a bit of an apple or orange comparison. I think comparing this to a slingshot, power-wise, it's far superior. Comparing it to a bow, accuracy and power-wise, it's lacking. So do I think this is a good replacement for a bow? Never. Now I did test it with a 50-pound recurve Samick Journey. Would it have done better against my wife's Samick Sage at 30 pounds? Maybe. But I don't use a 30-pound Samick Sage personally, so wasn't much use in testing for that. Now, these are reverse threaded, by the way, guys. The cap is also the key. And you just twist to the right. And then you can pop off the pouch. So again, that's the archery pouch. Came with a black pouch, which is the standard pouch, and the pro pouch, which is higher velocity. This is the black pocket shot. You can also get an orange. So I'm just going to put the Pro pouch back on here. Now, I took some shots outside. You guys will have already seen them by now. And I'm just going to, again, this is reverse thread, so left hand twist to tighten it up again. Essentially, this is keyed on the back side or on the front side. And this is where you'd actually put it back together and put it in your pocket. Nice compact little unit. You can put your ammo in it as you store it. And as I mentioned for ammo, I was using these steel balls. I had to get some bigger ones, but this is the biggest they had locally. It's a 3/8 inch steel ball, 375 cal. So out of this pouch, they seem to move really quick. Same as this. This thing is as kind of sad as it makes me. This, I expected it to beat this wrist rocket style slingshot. This is, you know, the one most of us had when we were kids. Mine was red. This one's black. You know, it's comfortable. You can hook it on. You can pull it back nice and hard, and it's just going to brace itself on your wrist. So it's good for people with, you know, smaller kids and stuff like that. So that's decent. They make big advanced ones with counterweights and all that kind of jazz, but I don't have one of those, nor will I. So made this one. Really proud of the work I did on this one. I ordered the TheraBand gold dual band set, and this thing's fast. Definitely beat that. I didn't expect it to get beaten so bad by the pocket shot. Now that being said, accuracy, I find this much more accurate, as is this. This design takes some getting used to, that's for sure. Holding it like this, and pulling back and firing it, I hit, but I also missed, which I didn't miss with anything else on the table other than the pocket shot. Now, I've used this for quite some time now. I've used my slingshot a fair bit. This is a slingshot. I had never used it before today's video. The only shots I've ever taken with it, you guys saw on camera, and it was just, I don't know if I took one or two, but I hit. This, not so much. Now, I'm a big fan of the Slingshot channel. What he did was build a wooden bracket, essentially a handle for this, which he just sandwiched it in and turned it into a slingshot. And that's a cool idea. That might work as far as making it more accurate. It's guy's got some pretty good ingenuity there, so but that's a cool option. But anyway, so 25 bucks for this American base price, plus you're going to pay extra for the whisker biscuit, you're going to pay extra for the arrow pouches. You get a Pro pouch and a black pouch with it. And there it is, the pocket shot. Just comes in this tube. Made in America. Says up to 350 feet per second. And I don't doubt that. It's got some velocity. It fired through that cardboard like nothing. When I hit with the Pro pouch, it went right through and hit the metal bar on the other side. And it hit it. It rang it pretty loud too. So it's definitely got some velocity. Is it a good option for carrying around with you? So you've got something that's, you know, let's call it a survival tool. You're going to go hunting squirrels. You got to eat, right? Whatever the case may be. You're not going to carry these around and an arrow and the whisker biscuit and all this stuff and expect it to do anything for you. I'm sorry, but I found it completely inconsistent when it came to using the arrows. Now, I'm also using arrows that are tuned for a 50-pound bow, but you don't have any any parallax to deal with. You don't have any riser to get around. It's just straight at the whisker biscuit. So it really shouldn't matter how heavy or light these arrows are, other than it's just not going to push them very fast. They're not going to be wobbling through the air due to the torque on from rattling off of the riser. So I'm not going to. I avoid blaming the arrows on the lack of accuracy for the pocket shot. You can blame me. I don't have much experience shooting arrows out of the pocket shot, but the velocity was so low compared to my bow, I don't see it feasible to call it any kind of backup option for archery. I just don't. Especially when I can take this down and put it in my truck with me in a tube that's, yes, definitely bigger than this container, but let's say 5 times bigger than this, but it's still going to be compact as for what you get with this bow. So do I find the arrow kit worth it? No, I don't. It's a novelty. I know they were shooting arrows out of these, and somebody obviously said, oh, well, we can make it longer so you can pull back the arrow further back into the... It's useless. Don't bother with the arrow kit. I just barely had any penetration when I finally hit the target. And again, you're welcome to blame me for lack of marksmanship as far as pocket shot arrow shooting goes. That's fine. But it just seems like a bit of a novelty. Oh, I can shoot arrows out of my slingshot. You know what? I'd like to try to get a whisker biscuit on my slingshot and see how that goes. I think that still might be better, just because I can get a longer draw length in there and more accuracy. I think I'm going to actually be able to aim better with the thing. So, but yeah, as far as an actual pocket slingshot, out shooting squirrels and whatever you need to do with the Pro Pouch maybe, or even the standard pouch, yeah, it's very feasible. It takes some getting used to. I've seen quite a few videos on people with accuracy, not necessarily testing, but out trying to shoot through 3 cans at a time or whatnot. I missed a couple times with the pocket shot. It takes a little getting used to holding like this and pulling back and shooting. I mean, I guess you could go like this if you wanted to, but I mostly see it like this on videos I'm watching. So that's how I did it. I never even thought till just now that you could go reverse grip, but you only have one finger and you're just asking for trouble. You're getting tired, end up cracking yourself in the finger or something. To be pretty painful. So I think this is the best route besides building yourself some kind of handle for it. So, but on a whole, I think it's a cool product. It really has some velocity. That thing, these steel balls just flew out of it, went through all layers of cardboard that I had, and they were still going at the end. Again, sorry guys, I know this is not big scientific data type video. There's no, I can't tell you, I don't have a crony on me. I couldn't tell you how fast it was actually going or how far into ballistics gel it went, any of that kind of stuff. I'm not set up for that. But, my practical testing was just through some cardboard layers. So it was like for like. Definitely both pouches outpowered both slingshots. Hands down. As much as I don't want to say that, it's true. I love my TheraBand Gold Band set. This thing has some power. It moves this ammo quick. But I didn't realize how much quicker the pocket shot would be. Definitely is. So, my props to them for definitely doing something innovative with these pouches. You get a lot of power. It doesn't feel like you would because you can't pull them back that far. But there's a lot of resistance there when you start to get it back. So as much as you think going nearly full butterfly with a long band set is the way to go, it might not be. But I do find that is much easier to aim, as is this, and the bow, than the pocket shot. So a little practice, I'm sure you could make it functional. You could hit your targets. Definitely once you got a few more shots through it than I have, you'd probably end up pretty proficient with it. Like I said, arrows, stick with a bow. You can get a takedown recurve fairly cheap. Not nearly as cheap as a pocket shot, mind you, but if you want some consistency and some accuracy through your archery, you want a bow. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. I've got some more videos coming your way. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. Keep an eye out for some more knife videos over on Northeastern Blades. I've got more coming up there, as well as new handgun in the works, some flashlights I've been testing and need to get videos done for you guys in the next couple days so I can get those up for you. And yeah, we'll talk soon. Thanks, guys.